Alright, I want to talk about a commercial I just saw. It was a commercial about being a smoker and being hooked on, addicted to cigarettes, right? And the thing about the commercial was, it was a commercial where they had a drug that would help you kind of like not want to smoke so more, right? And I can't remember what it was. I know it began with a C, and I keep thinking Cialis, but I'm pretty sure that's for boners, boner heads or something, or like weenies. But I've thought about the commercial. I said, man, that's how you know cigarettes and smoking are bad, because it's like they got you hooked, you know. There's nothing you can do, and getting past all this stuff like the lung and heart disease and cancer and all that stuff. And I knew people that were like dying, and they didn't care. They wanted that cigarette so bad that they're in the hospital, and it wasn't a hospital, it was a nursing home. They're in a nursing home, and they're getting the attendant to like hold the cigarette to their mouth, so they can puff in that sweet nicotine and tar and all them smoky juices, right? And you'll say to them, you'll say, "What are you doing? You know, you got cancer, you're dying." And they'll be like, "The barn door is closed," which means, whatever. I don't care, I just want my cigarette. And that's what it is. It's like, how bad can cigarettes be? You know, where, and I mean, just think about this too. It's like, if you're a smoker, everybody knows you're a smoker. You smell like a smoker, you know? You got a cloud of smoke around you, and all your stuff smells like smoke, you know, and you got your bad smoky breath and teeth, and, you know, and I don't know if you've ever been given a gift from a smoker, you know. They'll give you the gift, and it's like, oh, this smells like smoke. This smells like your particular brand of cigarettes, and now I have something in my house that smells like an ashtray, and every time I come home, I'll be like, can't wear it, can't wear the clothes, because everybody's like, oh, you smoke? Can I bum a cigarette? Because cigarettes are so goddamn expensive. You know, if someone thinks you smell like smoke, they'll be like, yo, give me a cigarette. And I'm like, dude, I can't even afford to fucking smoke. You know, I have to take out a loan if I wanted to start smoking, right? But yeah, so anyway, just think about it. It's like, it's so bad and so addictive that they make special drugs for you not to want to smoke, for you to be able to quit smoking, because you can't do it on your own. You're just, the human being is mentally not and physically not able to just not smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? It's like little mini sticks of heroin, you know, and they call them cancer sticks for a reason. But I'll tell you, me, I used to smoke, and I didn't realize how bad it was, you know, but then I got bronchitis, and that's how I quit. I call it the bronchitis method. It's where you can't breathe, but you still want to smoke, and you try and smoke, and you're like coughing so bad it feels like somebody punching the ribs, right? But you don't care. So, I mean, I tried, and I was actually able to quit, because 3 weeks later, from trying and not smoking, I succeeded, and then I was like, you know what, I ain't gonna smoke again. They got me, and I'm off. No more for me. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's so terrible, it's so bad for you, and it's so addictive, right? That you're willing to almost suck a fucking dick for a cigarette. You know, suck that little cancer stick. You know, and I'll tell you once. I already told you a story about the person I knew that had cancer, and they were like, I don't care, you know, the barn door is closed. But one time, a friend of mine, we were outside, and someone dropped their pack of cigarettes, and I'm like, oh, right, and I pick it up, and I go in, and I say, excuse me, sir, you dropped your cigarettes, right? And I gave it to him, and they're like, oh, thank you so much, right? And my friend got pissed at me. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I just, you know, they dropped the cigarettes. I was going to say, you know, that's my brand. You know how much cigarettes cost? I want to, oops, dang it. Let's use them one hand. I want to smoke those, you know? And he didn't have a lot of money. He couldn't afford to be buying cigarettes all the time. Even when they started raising taxes and stuff on cigarettes, because that's what they do to junkies. You know, they raise the price, and they know that you won't be able to do anything about it, and they don't care. You know, that's how they get you. You're a junkie. You know, that's your government going, it's bad for you. We'll call it a sin tax, right? Instead of taxing people that got money to help, you know, anti-smoking or therapy, or to give people the drugs that will help them quit smoking for free, nah, right? So he was all like, he looked all junkie-like with glazed eyes and everything. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, they dropped the cigarettes. I was just gonna, he goes, I would have smoked them, right? So he got mad at me about that. And I was like, well, sorry, you know, I mean, dude, just imagine if it was you with your fucking precious cigarettes, right? But anyway, oh, look at this. It's all fucking busting up. Look, I don't know if you can see it. So anyway, so that's what I'm talking about. You know it's bad because they're creating people that are addicted to it, right? And you need to be able to take, what's this? You need to be able to take drugs to quit it, right? So you have that factor. And then it's like you're willing to pay if they want to charge you more. You're like, I'm really not happy about this, but I need my fix, you know? So, I mean, so that's just get rid of it already. It's not good. It's not natural. You know what I mean? To set things on fire and breathe them into your lungs. Oh, look at that. I just fucking broke the shit out of this. It's not, I don't know. It's an anti-smoking rant, but it's more of, like, sometimes you just have to look at what you're doing in your life and say, I'm gonna make this positive. You have to look at what you're doing in your life and say, I can be a better person. I can be bigger than that. I can, you know, be stronger than the things that are bringing me down and weighing me down and taking my opportunities and blah 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, smoking's bad. I think you should have gotten that from this little rant, you know. So quit it. Quit smoking. Do something more constructive. I'll take that money, and if you don't want to donate it to charity, because that's instead of like putting it in some billionaire corporation's pockets so they could like crush your voting rights and pay off a bunch of politicians, you know what? Take the money and give it to a politician that you like. You know, if you don't want to do charity, or fucking like do something. Go to a movie. You know, live life. Go mountain hiking. I don't know. Do it. Just don't smoke. Thanks. And I just want to add in that I said I personally was able to quit smoking cigarettes, and that doesn't make me better than you or anybody. I'm not like a stronger person or whatever. I basically quit, like I said, from just I was physically forced to quit against my will, against my mental will. I had bronchitis and I couldn't breathe, and I was trying to smoke. I didn't care, and every drag I took just made me cough so bad and hurt my lungs so bad. I thought I was getting punched in the ribs by Mike Tyson, and then Muhammad Ali, and then George Foreman. Just one after another. But no, it didn't make me a better person. Well, quitting, I don't even know if quitting made me a better person. Maybe it did. I don't know. It made me, I don't know. It didn't make me lose weight. Didn't make me save money. I thought, man, when I quit, I'm going to save so much money. But nah, that didn't happen. But you know what? I breathe better. I can jog now. I can climb a flight of stairs. I don't stink like cigarettes all the time. And I'm not addicted to something where like I'll get out in a car in a snowstorm and drive on icy, treacherous roads because I need a cigarette. I won't like steal someone else's cigarettes or beg or borrow or whatever. And I don't know, maybe I do save money, beats me, but at least I'm not smoking. So that's right. Cheers for me. Give me a parade, whatever. But hopefully you guys will stop smoking too. It's just not good. It's not cool. Save the money, you know, use it for something better. Oh, and I also want to add about, like, I just keep adding stuff. But I'm still working. Ooh, I had my elbow on this, so it's probably bouncing around. I'm using my tripod. I also wanted to add that, think about it. If you quit smoking, you won't stink like cigarettes anymore. And that when you go to get girls, you'll get more pussy. That'll be better. You'll have more money to go out and get laid more. And you won't have to be like going to smoke cigarettes instead of like paying full attention to this girl that you're trying to bed, you know. So think about it that way. More money to get pussy, and you won't stink so bad, and girls will kiss you on the mouth because you won't have bad breath and rotten cigarette teeth. So there you go. More reasons to quit smoking. Do it. Okay. Now, drop your cigarettes. Suck on a lollipop. Whatever. Alright, I'm going to talk about, while I'm doing stuff, I'm going to talk about smoking and how smoking is bad. And I'm not even going to talk about how smoking is bad for you. I'm going to talk about how smoking is just bad. Because if I could start off and talk about how bad smoking is for you. If I did that, I would be talking about obvious stuff like lung disease, heart disease, bad breath, tooth decay, cancer, all that stuff. I mean, even just the smell, the smoker smell, the smell that you get just walking around. It's like a cloud. Everybody knows that you smoked cigarettes. Everybody smells it on your stuff. I mean, did you ever get something, a gift, from a person who smokes, and and you're like, oh great, now I smell like smoke too. You know, I smell horrible. You know, people think I smoke cigarettes, and I mean, the thing about smoking that's probably the worse than all the disease. I was just watching, and I know I'm gonna mess this up, but because it's not Cialis, because I think Cialis is boner meds, but it was a commercial for a drug that you can take to help fight your addiction to smoking cigarettes. I mean, it's literally something that you get addicted to, cigarettes. So it's like that's bad. I mean, you know that's bad if you can't stop doing something because you're addicted to it. You know it's bad if you would like suck a dick to get your next nicotine fix or smoke a cigarette. I mean, you know it's bad if you have to start taking drugs just so you can stop smoking cigarettes. You know, it's not cool to be taking drugs or have smelly breath or cancer or whatever. No, it's bad. And I mean, it's like, even if, you know how bad it is, how with the addiction part of it is, they jack the price. They go, yeah, now we got you hooked, and we're going to jack the price. I'm like, I don't care. I'll pay. Right? And I mean, I used to smoke. And you know how I quit smoking? I say I managed to quit smoking by using, by virtue of the bronchitis method. And what happened to me was I got bronchitis. I'm reaching for something. And it was funny because the whole time I had the bronchitis, I was trying to smoke. I'd be like, I can't breathe. But I gotta have that sweet cigarette nicotine. And I mean, I really tried. And I mean, I can tell you more stories about people I know. Well, here's a story. Here's somebody I know that was dying from lung cancer, and they're in the hospital, and they don't even have the energy to hold the cigarette up, right? They wanted the cigarette so bad, and you're like, what are you doing? It's like, why are you smoking? You know, you're just, you're dying. You can't breathe. And they'll say something like, the barn door is closing, or is closed, which means, well, I'm going to die anyway. So I might as well enjoy my addiction to cigarettes. But it was in the hospital. Well, actually, it was a nursing home. At that time, you were still allowed to smoke. And it was like, just hold the cigarette to my lips so I can suck in that sweet tar and nicotine. So fulfilling to my lungs. I don't know about you. The first time I ever smoked, I fucking coughed up a bit at my lung. And, but I did, it gives you a buzz. It is a drug. It gets you high. And that's what's bad about it. It's like it's literally the addictiveness part of it. The part where you don't care that it's making you ill. You don't care that if you just wanted to quit, you wouldn't be able to. You'd have to take drugs to make you not want to quit, and then you'd smoke anyway. You'd be like, nope, these drugs to make me quit aren't good enough. I still need the cigarette. And yeah, I mean, and like I said, if it's it's a drug, it's bad, it's a drug. If they're like, yeah, we're raising the price, and you're like, I don't care, I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do because I'm hooked on the cigarettes.